All right. Welcome to episode 6 of the Shock Drop podcast. In this episode, we'll be discussing the highly anticipated Supreme Spring Summer 2023 collection, the iconic Air Jordan 1 High 85 in the new black and white colorway, and some recent Adidas rumors that surround Kanye West. We'll also be going into our thoughts on some upcoming drops that you don't want to miss. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube, and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts to stay updated with the latest news and releases. So, Kyle and Azim, have you guys gone through the Supreme collection? What do you guys think so far?
I think it's pretty decent, like compared to some of the last few seasons where we had like not the best collection.
Mhm.
I really liked a lot of the accessories,
They're
and some of the
fun.
jackets were really good in my opinion.
Yeah. So seems like it's a step in the right direction. I don't know if Supreme is fully revived, but it's definitely taken a step in a positive light.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know or were aware, but this is also the first season, I think, that Tremaine Emery, the guy that Kanye was almost beefing with for a little bit on Twitter, this is the first collection
Yeah,
that he's made. And I
yeah.
definitely
And
think
he's
that he
also
has some aspect of quality that he's put into this.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's also the founder of Denim Tier, so he kind of has like some like experience with making his own like name and
Yeah.
brand.
That was
Chris,
one thing I was kind of surprised. I wish we got a little bit better jeans. I thought
hmm
we may even see a Denim Tears collaboration, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was kind of hoping for some better jean wear. I think they're all right, but I like, I think one of you guys said the jackets. I definitely think the top
Yeah,
pieces got a lot of love this season.
Yeah.
I
Do
like
you,
the denim jackets, but I didn't like the jeans that much.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
I usually just skip by the pants because they don't really
yeah,
have anything that's like, wow. It's just like kind of standard. Like there's nothing that's like super eye catching, honestly.
yeah, and
Yeah, there's the do you see the Destruction of Purity? Like they had the pants, jacket, and like the shirt. I was like, those are kind of interesting.
hmm
the ones with the airplanes on them.
Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
want to buy like one thing of this, like either like the shirt or jacket
Oh,
or something. But I'm
they
just
have a
like,
teal pair of jeans. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how I would rock this. They're like chinos, not jeans, but yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're chino pants.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Kind of taking back to Jermaine. Is there a reason why they switched it up this season, or was that like always in the plans?
I know
I don't.
that he like it had been known that he had like Drops had said that that's Drops GG on Twitter and Instagram for anybody that's listening. I know that he's talked about it before and it's been a known thing for a while.
hmm
But I don't know. I can't really remember. Azim, you might know before I do, but of any time like they've really announced like a person like a director like this taking over doing a lot of stuff.
I don't think they've like announced it like pretty big because I don't think it really came from like Supreme themselves. Like they didn't make the announcement; they just kind of like did it, and then other people just found out, right?
Oh yeah, that could be it. They've definitely become a lot more public now. I mean, like
Yeah,
they're the ones posting like the lookbooks and everything that's coming out the week.
Yeah.
Like they're actually advertising it now.
Yeah.
Whereas before, like I mean, you really wouldn't know unless you were following like a leak page.
yeah.
Is
I think like before, like no one really knew who the creative director for Supreme was, or like it wasn't that public information, like where everyone could find out easily. Like you had to like be really curious about it.
Probably wasn't
Mhm.
as as demanding of a job, not as good as a resume builder.
Yeah.
Now it's such a
Yeah,
big job that like everybody wants to know it's basically, I mean, it's a huge brand, right? At this
Yeah.
point it's like Off-White getting the next Virgil to take over for them. It'd be big news for that.
So is this just like a one season thing for him, or is it just like he's gonna
no,
be
I
going
think he's
until
like
he's
in
done?
place now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
in place for the next few years.
Okay. So maybe the Denim Tears Supreme might be
Could
upcoming.
happen.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could happen now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be crazy to see that, or at least see that kind of like maybe some branding like that, like Supreme Bogos in a circle or something like that.
Yeah.
I
that'd
feel
be
Who
like we could get
knows?
interesting.
something.
Who knows? I mean, if
Have
this
you
is
guys
just
looked
season
into like
one.
denim tiers that much?
Not really. I've only just like recently heard about them through
Only
Rodsta.
I was gonna say only a little bit from like Rodsta, and then I tried to make my own. So like I'm trying to paint like my own gene and try to make something like that.
Oh, that's pretty
But
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but I'm sure they use like a much better quality paint and then something like a finisher on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any?
Well, no, I kind of want like the pants, like the really basic ones that like everyone knows, or like the
Yeah,
iconic ones from them.
just like the blue one with the white patches.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's like a cotton wreath is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like the black one. I thought about getting that, but yeah, I'd get the
Yeah.
OG one if I got one.
Yeah. Don't want to get too crazy.
Oh, bringing it back to Supreme, one of the pieces that I'm excited for is the Motion logo is back for the hoodies.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I
the
know.
hoodies this
And
year,
no, the
right?
beanies too.
But not
The
the
beanies
tees.
too, and they have it on a jacket too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
do they
So
I think for
really?
the tees, they're.
Yeah.
I think for the tees, they'll probably be like the mid-season, like summer tees. They'll do them.
Oh, the motion logos. Yeah, they could.
Yeah,
that was just like
it's
what,
on the back of
2 years
like one
ago?
of the long jackets.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it
brought
was
it
like
back relatively recent.
Yeah, because I remember it early when I joined Hawk, and I was just like, I don't get it. I was like, it just looks very blurry.
The first time they
yeah,
released it like really well.
Okay.
Oh, it was a parka that's coming out.
Oh,
yeah,
but it's just the back of it.
which is kind of interesting
Yeah,
that they
that's
did
pretty
Yeah.
that.
normal for the motion logo. Honestly, it's usually like very minimal branding like that.
Yeah, it's just
That's I think the one time they did it. Maybe that's the one that Kyle's thinking about. They did the motion logo on a hoodie, and it was like just
Oh,
the
it
front.
was a varsity.
Yeah, and like I don't know if that one even did very well.
I don't
Most of the time
remember.
they don't do very well
I
because it's a
remember it was
printed
pretty hyped up.
logo, right?
Mm. I just
Mhm.
remember it was on like either a tee and then it was on the skate decks.
The tees do well because it's a tee. Yeah,
Yeah.
skate deck I think did all right. I can't remember if that bricked out or not. I like these tonal logos though on the skate decks this
Yeah,
season or
Mhm.
this week. I guess I don't know what else. But I
I
really
think it'll
like
be.
the red on red.
Mhm.
The which one is he?
I like how. I think it'll be interesting to see how the skateboards do the tonal or the whatever the BOGO ones they are. Yeah, the tonal
Yeah,
skateboards.
tonals.
Yeah. Well, it seems like, I mean, at least on Supreme Community, it's has some decent traction on people liking them.
I can't imagine that white one is going to do good though on its own.
Yeah, I can barely see it.
No, yeah.
Yeah. It might just be the pictures,
I
right? I mean, these are kind of like mock-ups, but
True, true.
yeah, I think that red on red or the black on black is probably going to do the best. Is there a black on black? Oh, I guess we don't. I don't. Did you said Drop posted mock-ups? Did he post on Instagram?
he posted on Twitter. Let's see. Oh
Oh, we've
yeah.
won colorways. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got sand, yellow, navy,
Dusty
light blue,
purple.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dusty purple's nice. I think the black on black might do really well too.
Yeah.
Not that white on white, but black on black tends to do really well.
This is like the first time I'm seeing like the tonal box logo. Has that ever happened before?
On hoodies, yes. I
On
don't think
hoodies.
on
Okay.
t-shirts, no. The tonal hoodies like slap. Like I think they made like a wine colorway, a
Oh,
black
that sounds
colorway.
good.
Oh man, they're crazy nice.
Jeez.
The black one I think is the one that like when I see reps and like find them, they're always the black one. So
That's
like
probably
I
the
don't.
easiest one.
Yeah, it's the easiest one because it's the hardest one to notice. So like that's
Yeah.
the one that I see all the time, like from legit checks or anything. But I don't really see a lot of the other colorways. Yeah, the tonal box logos were crazy back in the day.
When was that?
Was that 2008 maybe?
Oh,
It
way,
was,
way.
Yeah,
yeah.
this was
Oh
like
yeah,
so
it's,
long
it's
ago.
way. This is like 2008, maybe 2010. I mean, this was a long time ago. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It was definitely like I got in around like 2015, 2016, and it was definitely
Mhm.
like before all that.
Dang.
Yeah, those were some crazy ones. You guys have any favorite accessories that's like your for sure thing that you want to pick up?
Mm, I don't know
I
if I
guess
would say favorite, but
if you had to pick one, what would you pick?
Do we have to be able to afford it?
No, you don't have to be able to afford it.
oh,
Uh,
probably the Jacob and Co bracelet then in silver, not the gold though.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
a good one.
I don't know. Now that you brought up the Jaguar, I kind of would like to see it, but I know Koji's probably gonna be like bopping it with his paw because he has no idea what it is,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
like, and the next thing you know, it's just gonna be like on the floor, shattered.
missing a tooth. And yeah,
Are you guys gonna cop the dog bowls then for
oh
your
for
guys'
sure.
dogs?
I'll try, but the thing
I
is, like, he doesn't really care about it, so.
I
And
definitely caught both. I need to match the OG pair set,
okay.
so I gotta grab them.
I'm just afraid he's just gonna like knock it off his tray because he, like 2 weeks ago, he just knocked off his a ceramic bowl off his tray,
Oh,
and I saw that these were ceramic, and I'm like, as much as I want to, I have a feeling he's just gonna knock it off.
that was something I thought was really strange. I thought it was metal,
Yeah,
and then like
no,
I read the thing and I saw it was the ceramic. That was kind
yep.
of interesting.
It
Yeah,
just
That's
looks
crazy.
the
the gridded look, right?
yeah, it looks metal.
Yeah.
The OG Supreme ones that I have, the ones that actually have like the big Supreme, the red and black ones,
Mhm.
those are heavy. Like
Really?
they're really heavy. Like I think those are also ceramic and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they're heavy. But I keep those on the floor. Like they're on a
Okay.
mat on the floor for that specific reason. And I tell my wife like if they need to be cleaned, like call me. Like I'll clean it. I don't want you to drop it because then like I'll get mad. And
Yeah.
it's better if I'm mad at myself if I did something rather than like me get unnecessarily mad about something like that.
Right. But it
So I was
also
like,
helps that
yo,
your dogs are short.
yeah, right. Koji's big. Can he not
He's a
bend down for that?
he can. It's just not great for his neck.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So
Okay.
we have him on an elevated feeding tray.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Are
dog
you guys
bowl
gonna
is
cop
my
the fishing
if I
pole?
could
Oh.
afford one, but the Jaguar would be my can't afford one as well.
What were you saying
Or
about the
Are you
fishing?
guys gonna cop the fishing pole?
I'm
I
not
don't go
fishing in Lake
fishing.
Michigan or the Chicago River. Some weird looking fish coming out of there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna be able to fish for much longer with the way that the Ohio River is looking right now.
Yep. I was
Oh
about to
yeah,
say. I mean, you just hold out a net and you're gonna catch your fish.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I
gonna
think
be
the
a fish
pieces
that
that
has
made
feet.
the
It's like 3 heads.
It's super
I think
dope
the
that it's one of the retractable ones.
Hmm. It's easily packable. I'm not. I wonder if James will cop this because I know he goes
Oh
fishing a
yeah, he
lot.
goes fishing.
Yeah.
Azim, do you fish?
no, but I might have to start because of the
Yeah.
Supreme fishing pole.
Where is there to fish near you?
Lake Mead.
I was gonna
Oh,
say you put $1 and you go to
The
the Las
water is
Vegas
drying up
Mall.
like completely there.
yeah. I was gonna say it's like they're like finding bodies.
They're
Yeah, they're
finding
finding
bodies.
bodies in the
Oh
lake.
yeah, because it's
Mm-hmm.
drying up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to find one when I'm to go fishing.
Look what my Look what my supreme fishing pole caught.
It caught a rare bread four. Oh no, there's somebody's foot still in it.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus!
They've
Gonna be
definitely
unfair.
found that before. That's horrifying.
Yeah. No thanks. Pass on that.
How do you feel about the air hockey table?
It seems honestly super quality.
Yeah.
Like it seems really nice.
It looks like the ones that you find at like arcades.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
problem is it's probably gonna be like I'd guess maybe $700,
Three
$600.
hundred and 40 pounds.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Jesus.
It's gonna be like backed up on a
Yeah,
truck.
so well for one thing, sneaker stores with this are gonna be crazy though.
Yeah.
Like the pinball machine and stuff was cool, but this will be fun.
Yeah. Let's
And
see.
you know, bro, Azim, you know Urban Necessities is gonna get one. So like,
Oh, 100%. You're gonna have to pay to play too.
yeah.
So
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm sure they
Right.
made so much money off the uh, pinball
the
machine.
pinball machine.
Yeah.
So I guess the regular Valley Pro Style 7 air hockey table sells for $5,000.
No way.
Yeah, so this is like
Dude,
at least
Oh,
6-7
yo. Oh,
grand.
it's that level of air hockey table? Oh, I thought
I
it was like a
guess so.
regular. Yeah, just kidding. Okay, so this is like a $7,000 air hockey table.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so this is like the ones that they do have at the arcades. Heavy duty. Heavy duty. So Supreme's gonna like back up a truck at your place. Just drop it off.
Yeah.
I wonder. I remember when was it the arcade machine or the pinball machine? I can't remember one of them, but it was like, oh, if you were gonna buy it, they were gonna like try to assemble it in your house or something. And
Really?
that was like a big
I
like
think-
thing where they were like trying to be anti-resale. Was like they were gonna assemble it in your house so you couldn't like move the box. And people are like, well, why don't you just not open the door? Like,
Just leave it out there.
yeah, just tell them to leave it outside.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely some cool ones. You think they'll drop the helicopter
Yeah.
for the millionaires only? It'd be like a $2.3 million helicopter.
How much stock do you think they'll have on that?
Just the one.
Yeah.
They might do. What would be crazy is if they dropped it one week and they're like, you get to ride in it
And that's
for
it.
like a day. Yeah, and it's like
Oh, that'd
$100
be
or
funny.
something, and they'll let people go.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would
That
be
would
some
be-
Supreme stuff.
yeah. Hey, it's perfect advertising for them though.
Yeah, no kidding. But
That's-
I think this is what Drops has for week 1.
Mhm.
So there's like, I mean, there's a decent amount of stuff in there. It doesn't seem like there's that much accessories though.
Yeah. It always just catches
Yeah.
me off guard week 1 how much like
Oh my god, yeah, how much stuff gets dropped?
yeah. It just always blows me away. I'm
But
just like
usually they have like more bangers. I feel like this week when they're dropping off the stuff that's like a little bit more mid.
Yeah. And like some of the stuff is like, I guess the Jackie pieces that like I wouldn't necessarily care about.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the Mitchell and Ness one I think is nice, but like I don't really care for that.
Yeah. Is Cobain this week?
No. Was it? It wasn't
Maybe
in the
not.
lookbook.
Oh, was it?
The Cobain
Oh, it might
t-shirt
just be,
is,
like-
but not the sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also just
Is
a
it?
partial drop
Oh, yeah.
list. Yeah, the front the t-shirts are this week. The t-shirts because the BOGO is this week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
Which I'm
I don't
surprised they're
think the
doing the BOGO
sweater.
week 1.
That's what they've been doing ever since.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were doing a good way to kill bots doing that, right? I mean, nobody was
There's
ready
no-
for week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also looked up. Oh, these are only $28. Yo, that's not bad. That tray thing.
Oh.
It's just like a table tray.
Like for keys and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like like the one that when I looked it up, it looks like an art tray. Like people
Oh.
would put like colored pencils and
Oh.
stuff for like tables.
I might
Oh.
just
But you
cop
can-
that for my room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy them regularly for like $15. So I was like, yo, this thing better be like $30 or under. Literally $28. Like that wouldn't be that bad at all.
That's not bad, yeah.
Yeah, so like if you need something for your desk, like yo, cop like a red one or something like that and throw it on there. I might grab one for like my remotes, low key.
I wish there was a black one.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that color choice. What they did,
Yeah.
they said they powder coated it, so maybe they were kind of limited on what they could choose.
Maybe. But red, white, and black would have like matched up with like the tonal skate decks, the bags, you know,
Yeah, that would have
like
been
pretty
good.
much like everything else that they have. But I'm like blue, yellow, and red. Interesting.
I also wanted that. Was it the not a crock pot, but the
Oh,
The-
Yeah, the
like a
pot.
slow cooker kind
Yeah.
of thing? Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
It's by
Dutch oven.
yeah, it's by Staub, and
Mhm.
like it's crazy. Retail on a regular one is $2.99.
Dude, cooking
that's what I
accessories are like super expensive.
Yeah, and this is
Holiday
a
ones.
nuts one. And I mean the Lodge, like the Lodge whatever pan that was the Supreme one. That's honestly like really nice. Like I make steaks and stuff in that. I'm making fillets for Valentine's Day and that tomorrow. So
Nice. Does
yeah,
it
I mean it works.
does it leave Supreme grill marks?
No, because the Supreme sign is on the bottom.
Oh, it's on
So
the
I'd have to
inside.
cook them. I have to cook them upside down.
I
Yeah, no,
mean,
that was the biggest disappointment upon getting it is that it doesn't leave Supreme grill marks. That would have been cool.
I don't know. I feel like that's a missed opportunity, Supreme.
Yeah. Maybe
Every
that's the
time
next
you
one
go-
as like a branding stamp that they'll release, the next accessory.
Yeah.
But jumping off Supreme, going into something a little bit more, it's not really historic, but another 1985 Air Jordan 1 coming out. And I know a lot
Pandas.
of I was gonna say I know a lot of people hate the name, but the Pandas, right? That's what everybody keeps calling it.
Yeah.
The black and white.
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I like it.
Would you pick it up for yourself?
No, because I have enough Jordans, and I'm like, if I want to wear Jordans, I'll wear something like more unique.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
think
know.
they're good if you're like for dailies.
Yeah. For 100%, especially like with the 85 cut. Like I feel like the more you beat this one, the more it'll feel like the uh original.
That's what somebody else said. I can't remember if it was Seth Fowler or maybe it was Elliot Page in one of the reviews. They said something
Mhm.
about the toe box and like the way that the leather feels. It almost would feel better once you've broken it in.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a little stiff at first. I don't know if that's because it's plastic or if that's because it's quality.
Like I mean,
So,
is it different
if you
material?
don't hit these,
I think it's
if
different
you don't
material.
hit these, are you? Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. No. If you don't hit
If
these,
you
what?
don't hit these, are you gonna cop the Dunk High Pandas?
No.
No.
If
If I miss
you're
these,
not trying to
I
pay
miss
retail, that's
these.
the alternative.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I kind of agree with what you said about like I don't have like how many Jordan 1s do you have? You probably have a lot more than me.
I have a good handful. Like,
I think I have like 4, maybe 5.
I have 3.
I don't have that many,
they have
but
like at least like 6, 7. Where it's
th-
You
like,
have
okay,
more than both of us combined almost.
these I don't are
yeah, where
these
it's like I should be
taller?
wearing these more.
Are these taller than like normal ones?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
I think they're like a tad bit taller, which is almost what concerns me. I feel like I wouldn't like that.
Okay.
Like it would like I think that normal ones are like at the perfect height.
For you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like for my size and stuff like that, right? So I don't want to
Yeah.
get like now the same shoe and then have it go like higher up my leg. I feel like I wouldn't like that.
You're
Like
like, this is uncomfortable now.
the next one is gonna go like halfway up your leg,
That's
like
a
a
boot.
stiletto.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Chris is wearing knee-high boots today.
The new Jordan 1 knee highs. Yeah.
I
They
mean,
just came out. It's gonna end up being like $900 for the material.
it's gonna take you forever to lace them and relace it.
Yeah, no kidding. And this weird, and like I'm on Sneaker News trying to find pictures, but there's no box in these. There's no special box, right?
I
guess
haven't seen
not.
anything.
I don't think
about
any of
it.
them have come with special boxes. Honestly, if there was an 85 that I could have kept, it would have been the Georgetown.
Yeah.
I really
I like
like
the neutral
obviously,
whites.
the
The
neutral
neutral white.
whites. Oh, those were nice. That had it was neutral gray or neutral white.
It was neutral gray, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Gray,
That had
yeah.
the gray top, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, those are nice.
I wonder if this one's gonna be a black top, like a black and white kind of, instead of like the the regular red Nike on the box.
Boxes.
Maybe it's a white Nike.
That would be interesting. Like a panda box.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, something. I mean, honestly, with the way that the price increases are going up, like
Yeah.
if you're gonna portray it as like a special release, the least you could do is
Is a
like
box.
change up the box. Like
Yeah.
really.
And for a lot of Jordan 1s now, they've been doing special boxes.
In the
Yeah.
fours.
Unique boxes, I would say.
Yeah, the fours.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like what I think the Lightnings came in a yellow box.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that, but like it was also 220 retail, wasn't it? And I think that was why.
Yes.
And I
They're
thought
trying to
that was a
justify
little
it more.
dumb. Yeah. They're like, listen, they're like, we increased the price $20, but we want you to let you know it was all for the box. And it's like, that doesn't make us feel better. Yeah, those were all right.
The Lightnings.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in moving from like, the high 85s, I know Azim, you were poking at this one earlier. And Kyle, you called them the Laneys?
Reverse Laneys.
Reverse Laneys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that has ever even mentioned this was a shoe that they wanted.
Yeah, remember the shock drop last weekend? Oh, last
Oh
week
yeah, the
that
pass.
they yoinked.
Oh yeah,
And it had like decent stock still, I think.
Yeah,
I was
92%
curious why they did it
apparently.
in Phoenix.
That's crazy. Why they did
That was
what?
where the Super Bowl was.
Oh,
Mm,
I see.
I don't know if
That's
it
the
had
reason.
anything to do with the Super Bowl, but that's where the Super Bowl events were happening.
these
Okay.
are these like a Phoenix team colors? I don't think so,
No,
right?
it's like a UCLA colors in my
Yeah.
Yeah,
opinion.
that's what I thought.
Let's
That's why I
check.
would have guessed like Cali or something. They would have tried to
Mhm.
do like
But they threw it in Arizona.
so weird.
Yeah. And it's a women's release too, so I don't think it's extended sizing on these.
I don't think so. Yeah.
So
Does it
it's like
say? I don't think so.
uh no, it stops at 12.
Stops at
Oh
12.
wow.
Okay. Yep.
Mhm. So
Honestly, I think that's a good thing because I think that a lot of we'll start with this colorway and say this is a colorway that for sure nobody asked for,
very
and there's
regional.
right, yeah, there's no reason for them to like pump up and try to like make
Yeah.
excess stock of all this for them to like not sell it.
Right.
Or like basically resellers will buy it and then it'll sit on the shelves. Great for Nike, right? It sells, but you're not making a product that people actually want in terms of a colorway, and like
Yeah.
that's what they're struggling with right now.
Yeah, and I feel like the hype for Jordan 1s have severely dwindled over the last like couple years. Um
You
where
think even
like
on the 85s it's gone too?
yeah, I mean I honestly haven't like don't hear that many people wanting this pair, you know. I mean it's like people are
I
saying
think
it's
they
just a black
were
and white.
Honestly, I see more people wanting it. Azim, what were you gonna
Really?
say?
no, I think it's like we've gotten like so many Jordan 1 colorways where it's like, okay,
Mhm.
to make it like unique and good, it's pretty hard now.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But
people don't even want unique and good, right? They just want like Chicago.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when it's like but I think it like reminds me of last week when you had the Seafoam fours and then like 2 days later you had the craft fours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like now we have the 85s on was it Wednesday and then the Laney's on Friday. So it's like those like s- two almost identical like models, right?
Yeah, back to back
Within
drops.
back to back. Like I don't know
So
if that was intentional on Nike's or Jordan brands like side. But, like I feel like
oh,
having it
okay.
like back to back does that like dilute a hype for them or
So two things on those. Well, one I guess I just noticed. Each
Mhm.
of those, one is a men's and one is a women's.
Right.
But do you think they drop it like that because they're confident that most people won't get one of the two?
Oh, I don't know.
So like they
Oh, I
drop it
see.
as
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you wanted Seafoams and like
Yeah.
you can't get it, or like you want crafts, like you're more than likely to try to enter and get at least one, and then you'd flip it to try to get the other.
Yeah.
So it might be
I
more of Nike's incentive to like try to sell out two drops that would like have like mixed results. That's
yeah.
my only like way I could defend that. Is like
Maybe.
you have
Yeah.
to artificially like push people to resell because like they
Well,
know like they're not gonna hit it.
so
Mhm.
Seafoams were they were lower stock too, right?
Yes.
They were definitely
True.
harder than people thought.
They were definitely
Hmm.
harder.
Same with the
Yeah.
crafts, I thought. I mean, we obviously like
Crafts,
Crafts
did pretty good
were
through sneakers, but
crafts were a walk in the park compared to Seafoams.
and a lot of retailers had their stock delayed for crafts too.
Yeah. It seemed like most of the stock was on sneakers for that one.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah,
but
I think
I'm also
craft was really limited on who got it.
yeah, I was also noticing that I don't know is the 85s just men's and toddlers?
It is the white, black and
That's
white.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
That was
so
that was really
strange.
weird. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put in GS or anything or like anything
Yeah.
other than toddler, but hey, I like that they brought the toddler back because then they bring that little locker shoebox, and that
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
cutest darn thing ever.
I know you're going after that one.
Yeah, that's specifically the one that I want, which is weird because I don't want the high 85s, but
Mm,
this is the first one they've done the toddler for, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I would have copped the
Yeah.
Georgetowns and I would have copped the toddler to match had they done this on the Georgetown.
Yeah, I don't think any other ones had additional sizing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They're riding the panda wave.
Yeah. Soon they're gonna restock them every other month, right?
Please don't.
Yeah. Speaking of that, though, so tomorrow's the day, and pandas haven't loaded. So, do you
Yeah,
think they're gonna skip the month?
I think so.
I
I
hope
hope
so.
so. I hope
Honestly,
so. Yeah.
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna shock drop them.
No, that's a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, I shock drop. I mean, they could, but again, I feel like with I don't know if it was you or somebody else pointed it out last time where it was like, oh, they don't want to do that and then have the high 85s the day after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
that
then
was Kyle.
and then
Yeah.
I feel like that would dilute the hype for it, right?
Yeah.
And
But
if they're trying to
also,
want that to make it special, don't screw it up.
right. I feel like they would just have a day by itself of just restock and like nothing else is dropping that day.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
normally what they do.
yeah, but like tomorrow's all the Stussy stuff,
Yeah. Honestly, if
which
they were smart enough, I feel like they would keep like 100,000 pairs on
mhm,
reserve, and then like anytime they just don't have shipments or something, or
just
like
throw
they
it
don't
up.
have a release, yeah, you just throw that up for like the week,
Yeah.
and like that one thing is like all you need, right?
Yeah.
And it
And then
keeps
you
people
have the
interested.
exactly. I was gonna say then you still have people coming back to the app. You still have people talking about it.
Exactly.
And
Keep
it just
somebody there.
keeps some interest, yeah, alive.
But speaking on dunks and interest, this just dropped today for the exclusive access. I think on FNL and JD, but the reverse Brazils. Are are you guys even are you guys even interested in these? I mean,
No.
that's the easy
I think
question.
they're like a good looking colorway, but it's like there are so many dunks. This is not like the one I'm crazy to pick up.
Would you pick
Yeah.
up this colorway or would you pick up the Brazil colorway?
I think the original Brazil.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I think this is just a
It's
little too much yellow.
it's just too much color for me. Like it's just too
Oh,
loud of like the green and yellow for me.
yeah, it is definitely a brighter color.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, wow, this picture makes it look really bright.
Yeah, it's very bright.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the colorway, but again, I wish it was flipped. I just wish it wasn't as much yellow, that's all.
I feel like on the original
Well, they
Brazil,
have
it's
the
a
flipped one
little
if you would like them.
I
How much are
think
those?
I think I just saw like looked up.
3
It's 300 on
300?
StockX.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I also
really?
feel
Okay,
like
it's not bad,
is it
honestly.
is it just me or does that green look darker
In
on the
the regular
Brazil?
Brazil,
Yeah.
Well, this
it
green looks
might
dark
just
in
be
this
like
picture, but then on these like
Right. That's why I'm seeing
other
the stock
pictures, it
ones.
looks a lot. Yeah, the stock pictures look a lot lighter. So I would think it's this colorway.
Yeah. I feel like the original Brazil, like I can get behind that one because that green's a little bit darker. It's like more of a
Oh, yeah, like
evergreen
it's
color.
toned down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the yellow on that pair looks a little bit more like a gold
Oh,
versus
like a mustard.
mustard. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this one is mustard. Yeah.
This one's just bright and loud.
Yeah, this one is so bright. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I don't like about I don't know if it's the plastic leather or just like the brighter colors. Even like the pandas, I feel like is a bright black. If like that makes sense. But like
Yeah,
you
there's
see
a
the
shine
shine
to
on
it.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
on all of them. And I'm like, yo, I just hate that. Like it makes me want to like wash it off. I don't I don't know.
Why do you think I like suede? Like most of my
Yeah.
shoes are suede because like you don't get that.
Yeah, you won't see that. Yeah, well here you go. Here's another dunk. Azim was pointed out. I think when does this one come out, Azim?
The 20
next
seconds.
Tuesday, so the
Oh,
22nd,
nice.
I
Yeah.
Okay.
believe.
I mean,
The
they're
Adobe.
not Adobe Dunks. Yeah, I mean they're not like it's not a popular dunk by any means. I think it's already like under retail, but it's a suede dunk, which is nice.
Suede and canvas.
And it's a SB,
It's
isn't
an
it?
SB dunk too. Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
SB.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, this is like a good one for like normal people that want to pick up a
No.
shoe. I hope they can get it.
Yeah, it's solid. I mean,
Are you picking these up, Kyle? You kind of like the pink cinnamon colored shoes.
no, I skipped these
Okay.
because I wasn't really feeling the canvas parts of it. If it was like an all suede,
Oh. Okay.
yeah, the toe box. If it was like an all suede, yeah, I probably would have
Oh, that's
snagged
interesting
a
how they did
pair.
half like suede and half like canvas.
Yeah, it's a departure from like the other gums that they did with the was it the black and white pair? No, the
Oh.
black and the wolf gray were
Yeah, they're the suede
suede,
pairs.
and then the white pair was a leather, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this departure from those two materials with the canvas kind of threw me for a loop
I kind of like the
initially.
canvas though that it doesn't crease.
Yeah.
Like I'm very brave with my off-white 50 dunks because like I know they won't crease because it's
Yeah.
canvas. So like I'm happy to like wear those out and like bend them because like it's not that bad.
Yeah, but these would be like a great everyday
Yes.
rock 'em shoe.
And the gum bottom, I mean, this is a perfect
Yep,
city dunk.
exactly.
I mean, really.
Beat them up all you want.
Yeah. Obviously, you skate them too, but you
Yeah.
know, who does that?
Oh, I would destroy myself if I tried skating them.
I wonder if Thug plans on picking these up.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
skates like all his shoes.
Yeah. And this would be a
his
good one.
Atmos one.
Yeah, he got the what was his recent one? He got the instant skateboards for like
Mhm.
I think $160. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No box. I think he was
Yeah.
used. I was like, that's a steal.
Yeah.
That one was a nice pair.
Yeah, those are really, and I don't think they, or if they did release in the U.S., they barely released. It was a
Yeah.
nightmare to get those.
I think Lewis got them in EU.
Mm-hmm. Only one pair, I think.
Yeah. Which
Nightmare
is
to get.
yeah.
And I think the last thing that we've got to talk about now, before we talk about it, I want to start
Severe
in as saying like
disclaimer.
this is a huge rumor. It's probably not true, but I thought we'd float the idea just because it's kind of funny, and I thought we'd talk about it. But I'm not going to put any names on for who it is because I don't think it's a very confident source right now. But the rumor floating around is that the new CEO that is with Adidas right now. First of all, the financial reports that people are reporting are kind of like misrepresenting what's actually happening. So like Adidas has $500 million or 500 million euros, which is like $570 million worth of Yeezy inventory. And if they get rid of it all, which would be like they don't repurpose it, they would lose the 1 point something billion in revenue. But they haven't like lost that yet. And like they won't necessarily lose that, but that's like a missed opportunity. The real thing that they'd be losing is $570 million that they're just pissing away because they don't want to rebrand all their stuff. And I think Nice Kicks even spoke to Matt Powell about it, and Matt Powell said like it would be crazy labor intensive for them to go back through and have to redo all this. But the rumor is that with the pending, huge problems, the Beyonce deal not doing good. The rumor is that the recent Adidas CEO extended a new deal out to Kanye, and they've even offered better royalties this time around. Do you think that would be a real offer Adidas would hand out? And do you think if it was real, they would give him more of an incentive to come back?
That oh,
It's
I
a
think
lot.
what he really cares
It's
about
a
is like
lot.
control over like his designs and stuff like that. Like not them just like throwing out colorways left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So you think what that
I think-
he'd come back only for like not for royalties, but for like
The
design
patents.
ownership?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think he kind of had that with the foam runners and stuff because he owned the patents, correct?
Was it the foam runner? I thought it was a slide.
Slides. I
Yeah,
think.
It was like one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. He only had one, but yeah, the rest Adidas had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I
think
feel
that-
like
I think.
go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. You can go.
No, you go.
Oh, because like I think Adidas is realizing the position with like we just talked about how the Beyonce stuff isn't moving as well. So it's like, okay, Bad Bunny isn't that big of like in sneakers, like he hasn't
Yeah.
made that big of an impact. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, what are their choices to move forward?
Yeah. They
I
haven't
think their
really
big thing
gotten
with Kanye
anyone.
though is they're worried that if they mess it up, they'll ruin the image.
Of the
That's
company itself?
no of Yeezy, like the
Oh,
brand.
Yeezy, the
That's
brand.
why
Okay.
nothing ever like didn't sell out, right? They'd make it
Right.
sell out. They'd pull it out of stock.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to ruin the image that like it wasn't selling. And I think that's their problem. Is like now, you know, the Reaper's coming home. You've got to play with those real stock numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your inventory of whatever's left.
Yeah.
they can't just like restock every 3 months like the leftover pairs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was still very impressed that like for one, they were so brave on like last year. They were like, we're gonna release Yeezy products still, like without the branding. Like they were confident and they talked about it.
Yeah.
But then also like, you know, right before they ended it with Kanye, like, you know, financially for them, they could have taken like the easy route and just like threw everything on Yeezy Supply, all the new products, the 450 slides, the new Pirate Blacks,
Just
and
get
just
rid
been
of it
like,
all.
yeah, just been like, yo, just bought it all, take it all, you know, like throw it on the confirmed app, first come, first serve, throw up like unlimited EA for everybody.
Yeah. The
You know,
one last
something like
hurrah.
that. Yeah, basically, like, I mean, like, you're gonna have to pay Kanye some money, but you're gonna get some money in return. And
Yeah.
that's what like Matt Powell was saying in his article. When like to quote what he was saying was like, "Oh, it's better off for Adidas to lose money on like scraping off every Yeezy label and reselling the shoe than it would be for them to just write it off, because at least
Mm.
they get something for it, right?"
Yeah. Offset the cost a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's like after all of this, you know, I guess controversy with Kanye, it's like a company as big as Adidas, like
and with
would
their history,
and with their history exactly, like would they even want to touch that with like a 10-foot pole, right? It's like, would you be willing to, I guess, stake the reputation of the company on one person?
yeah. I mean, yeah, and
Yeah,
the guy that was on the Complex podcast, he said he would stay away. But
Yeah.
at the same time, right, it's not always about the ethics. It comes down to
Right.
shareholders will want something too sometimes.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say,
because
Zim?
what was the number floating around? Like 1.2 billion in like losses.
It's 1.2 billion in revenue, but they
Right.
have 570 million in inventory. So like the reality is like if you lose or if you throw away that inventory, you lose away all the revenue that could have been made from it, right?
I see.
Yeah. So the inventory is just what they've paid for cost.
Yeah, so people that are saying like, "Oh, Adidas has lost 1 point something billion," that's not
Mhm.
accurate right now. That will
Yeah.
be accurate by the end of this year if they if they don't fix it.
Yeah. It's
And
just
then like
unrealized revenue
yeah.
losses.
And I was watching something else about the Beyonce thing, and
Hmm.
Beyonce was supposed to hit 325 million. That's what their goal was. The highest it's ever hit is 95 million.
Oh, not even 100?
Not even 100 million.
Oh man.
And I think they only hit 95 mil in 2021, and then 2022 it just nosed up. And I think they were on record or on track to hit 65 million by the end of 2022. So like they're not doing good. You know, I think part of that comes to that same problem with like Kanye for a while didn't wear all the releases, and it was a big thing when you'd see Kanye in the release or like the Adidas shoe.
Mhm.
Just like the same thing when you see Michael Jordan, right, in the new pair on the court. You never see Beyonce in anything athletic wear, athleisure wear.
Right.
Like you see her in some like super fashionable stylist outfit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's probably why that's not selling. I don't know.
Yeah. This also doesn't have, I guess, as big of a pull in the fashion world either.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
It's just
Nike kind
more.
of, or sorry, Kanye built himself up through like Nike, the Louis
Mhm.
Vuitton collab, all that stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
his place was already cemented.
Yeah. Like he has a resume. Let's put it that way. And then Beyonce's resume is entertainment, right?
Yeah. So Azim, would you buy the re-released Adidas Adidas 350s? That's not really what they'd call them, but whatever. Would you
350
buy them?
what?
Would you
For
buy them, and would you
personal,
buy them
no.
for the same price?